From the yellow peril to the model minority, Asian Americans have historically been regarded as outsiders. Unfortunately, this truth has become evident amidst COVID-19 and American xenophobia towards the Asian community. According to an article from The Hill, anti-Asian hate crimes skyrocketed, reaching as high as 100 incidents per day. Rather than providing sympathy or even gaining awareness, as Americans we need to be asking, how did we get here? What does this reveal about America's systemic racism, and what needs to change? My name is Luke Kim, and I recently finished my freshman year in the Olin Business School at Washington University in St. Louis. My current academic pursuits consist of pursuing a double major in finance and computer science. So what exactly is this project? For this project, the hashtag I'm Not a Virus first year student research spotlight, I've been working alongside Professor Erica Rodriguez and 5 other WashU students to bring to light systemic inequalities that have become apparent with COVID-19. In light of this endeavor, I am spotlighting my piece, Model Minority, Submission, Not Success. In my excerpt, I analyze former presidential candidate Andrew Yang's op-ed, in which he argues that Asian Americans should embrace and show their Americanness in order to demonstrate that they are part of the COVID-19 solution. Analyzing this proposal alongside the construction of the model minority shows how the model minority status is conditioned on submission rather than success. My research covers various facets of the model minority myth, such as misconceptions regarding income inequality and mental health. My focus was to bring to light the flaws of portraying Asians as a model minority and thus challenging Americans, both Asians and non-Asians, to rethink their perceptions. Almost 2 months later, society has changed. With the murder of George Floyd, the attention of media shifted towards the Black Lives Matter movement and protests. The support the Black community has received is certainly a good thing, especially since they have been hurt in so many ways. But even now, the news cycle and protests have waned. I hope to look at my research in light of recent events and explain the links between the two. Several months have passed since the beginning of COVID-19. The Asian community is still processing previous hurts and is even still experiencing harassment, violence, and discrimination. The easily shifting attention of society has foreclosed many conversations about racism affecting any minority, even though these conversations are the very channels through which the pain is being discussed and processed. Rather than abruptly and conveniently moving on from these types of conversations, society must learn to cultivate a thorough understanding of sustained anti-racist efforts in order to acknowledge the pain inflicted on any minority community. An example might be to continuously hold social spaces to process large-scale community traumas in regards to anti-Asian xenophobia and police brutality on Black populations. Additionally, this dialogue must be intertwined into our daily lives rather than only being present when a community hurts. The Asian, Black, and other minority communities are currently dealing with pain and loss. To dismiss the conversation is to disregard their hurt and their need for healing. Both COVID-19 and the BLM protests are historic moments that highlight racial division. We are dealing with racial identities in both cases. When something as important as race is causing division, the problem must be dealt with. I'd like to leave you with a final thought. What does it mean for society to create and hold sustained conversations even when the immediate tension ends? Furthermore, what does it mean to affirm the value of life irrespective of race? And is society doing that? It's time for America to take a hard look in the mirror and ask questions like these.